If you could master skiing and snowboarding in just 1 month, would you do it? We follow reporter Jessica Rasmussen as she hits the slopes with a class that turns never-before skiers into semi-experts.
It's that time of the semester when the days become really long and classes go by so slowly. But for a few students willing to deal with the cold, this is their classroom.
It's a skiing and snowboarding class, and after the orientation we come up to Sundance and get them into classes.
I figured since I'll be studying the next 4 years in Utah, I might as well learn.
I've learned to snowboard. I've never been on one in my entire life, and I'm able to do S-turns and be able to get down without falling.
But the students didn't start out with all of their snow skills. Madeline face-planted her first time down the mountain, and it only got worse.
My instructor, Sherm, tried to help me up, and as he was trying to help me up, my skis started sliding into him, and then our skis interlocked and we were like bear hugging and went flying down the hill, and I was backwards and I was screaming. I face planted and then I took him out as well, and we both started tumbling down the mountain and finally came to a stop, and he was like, "My back."
And it wasn't just Madeline. Every student says they can remember the first time they went down the mountain.
I thought I was gonna die. We came to the start of this hill. I looked down. I was like, "This, you got to be kidding me! I've never been on this before," but it was fine.
It was definitely very scary because we're used to the bunny hill over here, and we were falling.
I've never skied or snowboarded before, and I know I would fall every time. But students say falling is expected and shouldn't discourage anyone from hitting the slopes. It hurt pretty bad. Went home and I had bruises the size of like cantaloupe on my legs, but it was worth it though. I mean, you don't fall and you get back up.
Even with all of the falling, these students have learned to do all sorts of turns and tricks, and the instructors say any student can get to that level in a short amount of time.
Some kids are a little more timid than others, but if you get somebody that likes to push it a little bit, they can be at the top of the mountain within 5 or 6 weeks.
And even though these students have only been on the mountain for a month, they already have advice for those who've never skied or snowboarded.
You're gonna feel awkward no matter if you're athletic or have done things kind of like this before, but if you just kind of stick with it and listen to your instructors, because they actually really do know what they're talking about.
Stick with it, because if you fall, you're going to get frustrated, but you just have to keep trying.
And I had to ask if the students would ever try the other sport.
Skiing's better. I don't plan on snowboarding anytime soon.
But I think snowboarding's better. It's way cooler.
One thing the students will agree on is that the class isn't just a great break from school, but it gives them a chance to enjoy a winter sport and stay in shape. Jessica Rasmussen, BYU Weekly.